Beautiful morning it is. Once again, confronted by a beautiful sunrise. So I only get to see these sunrises on like Saturdays because Saturday is the only time the gym opens at 7 a.m. So I need to leave the house like just before 7 so that I can get there like as soon as it opens, do my thing, get out, get to work. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about frequencies. Today, okay, before I even get into that, last night was so powerful. Like if you guys missed out or if you guys would like to journey with me, it's up to you though. There's this church that I started going to, it's called Discovery Church. And then yesterday they had a Discovery Youth Conference. And it's been ongoing for the past like 4 weeks. And yesterday was basically like the grand finale. And they had the head pastor, Ubabus Tole. Yes, Ubabus Tole, who just was the main speaker last night. And he dropped some bombs. Like before I even move on, like there's like some people that you need to look a certain way in order to be able to influence. Like for example, that pastor, Babs Tole, was that guy's so cool, bro. He's like one of the coolest pastors out there. But that's just my opinion, and because of the kind of person that I am, someone else wouldn't maybe resonate with him, but that's just how I am. So basically, he was wearing like Louis Vuitton sneakers. He was wearing like ripped jean shorts. He was wearing that like vintage type of jersey, yeah, Gucci, and I think like a Louis Vuitton t-shirt. Like a person, and he's also in good shape. Like you can tell that he takes care of himself. Like a person like that automatically has my attention. Like whatever that he says afterwards, I'm all ears. It's just like how some of you guys, like even with like my spirituality talks, like my posts that I post in the early AMs, some of you guys would never listen to like spiritual like wisdom and all of that, like from a pastor or from someone who's like just doesn't look like me. but since you maybe feel like you can relate better with me, I'm now in a position to positively influence you. So I just wanted to talk to that. Like every person has their crowd and your vibe attracts your tribe, and you don't need to be anyone else or try to be anything else. You can just be yourself, and those that resonate with you, you will attract, and those that don't will resonate with someone else, brother. Trust me. There's like 8 billion people in this world. No one is alone, and no one is like not like anyone else. We all have similarities. We all face similar challenges, and everyone has their crowd. Different strokes, different folks. Pause. No Diddy. So, that's just what I wanted to share. And tomorrow I'm going to be going for service, 8:30 a.m. And yeah, in that church, man, it's about growth. You know, it speaks about personal growth, spiritual growth. He does it in a way where he's able to just sync the two, to where it doesn't feel churchy, but he teaches how to actually apply the laws of the kingdom of God into your life and manifest his glory on heaven into earth. But enough about that. I wanted to talk to you guys today about, right now, go on your Google and type low frequency emotions, and you'll see there's going to be a frequency chart there. And there's a guy called Nikola Tesla. That guy, he's basically from the generation of Albert Einstein, and a lot of the modern inventions originate from Nikola Tesla. Like even the car Tesla, Elon Musk named after Nikola Tesla. He was an inventor, an entrepreneur, Yeah, he was way ahead of his time, right? Like a lot of the inventions that we know today originate from him. Hey guys, I'm from Inanda, me. So like if there's cars that start driving slow, I stay ready, bro. I stay ready. Shalemas grave, but like I'm from the west. Gazi West, guys. So I stay ready, you know. Anyway, so Nikola Tesla, there's this quote that he has that goes, if you want to understand the laws of life, you need to understand frequencies, energies, and vibration. Like, what is a frequency? Like, a frequency is like, okay, first, the first law, number one, is everything operates by law. Like, there's the laws of the universe, like the law of gravity. If you throw something up, it rises down based on the weight that it carries. If it's light, it's going to go down. If it's not so light, it's going to go up. That's just the law. You can't fight that, right? And there's something called the law of vibration and the law of like frequency. Everything has its frequency and everything has its vibration. I can't even go into too much detail with this, but like every emotion has a certain vibration, and the vibration of that emotion attracts everything and anything else that is of that like vibration or frequency or emotion or energy. That's basically the synonyms. It basically means the same thing. So every thought that you think emits a certain frequency, it puts you in a certain feeling, and then the feeling turns into action, and the action determines what you obviously attract into the world, because you're on that frequency, right? You guys can do more digging into this topic. I obviously can't get into it because I'm about to get to the gym. So think in terms of frequencies, energies, and vibration. That's what Nikola Tesla said, right? So now in this frequency chart that you guys are going to see, you're going to see that at the top there's enlightenment, and at the very bottom there's guilt and shame. And there's certain thoughts, there's certain behaviors, and there's certain habits that emit these frequencies, that put us in these frequencies, that make us feel a certain way, and that make us act a certain way, and that make us attract certain things into our lives. Ne? Okay, let me cook. So if you look at this frequency chart, the low frequency emotions are guilt and shame. You cannot expect to attract things that are of a high frequency when you're operating at a low frequency. You will attract that which you are at the frequency of attracting. What are acts that put you in a low frequency? Watching porn, lying, stealing, cheating. You can feel the energy of someone who feels guilty and of someone who's doing things that they are not proud of in closed doors. Like you can feel their energy. Like they are shy, they don't want to shake your hand, they keep to themselves. It's because they're in this guilt and shame loop. They're in this guilt and they stay in these low frequencies. They keep engaging in these acts and they keep putting them in the low frequency, and they keep attracting things that they don't want. They think that why am I attracting so much negativity? That's because you're negative. That's because you're thinking negative thoughts. The negative thoughts are causing you to feel negative. The negative feelings are causing you to do negative things unto yourself. Now, how do you change that? And how was I also able to change that? Firstly, if you are in BS, just accept that you're in BS. If you look at the frequency chart, acceptance is actually a high frequency emotion, because right after acceptance comes reason. Like I was watching Bob Proctor just as I was about to journey into my fitness journey and really transform my life. He just said, write down where exactly you are, because you can't get to where you want to go if you first don't acknowledge where you are exactly. So just write down, it's okay, my life is effed, like I'm effed, I'm cooked. I actually wrote it down. I wrote down where exactly I am. I remember I was in grade 12. I wrote down, okay, I'm effing up. I have all these bad habits of the ones that I mentioned earlier, the ones that put you in a low frequency of guilt and shame. I was lying a lot, not being a person of my word, wasting my time scrolling social media. Obviously, the P Hub, you know the P Hub. The P Hub was like my daily bread, you know. If you guys know, you know. So I had to write everything down. I had to write the fact that I feel left out. Most of my friends, they went to good high schools. Most of my friends, they're killing it. They have better iPhones. I just had to write it all down so that I can accept it. Because if you're in denial, it's a low frequency. You're going to keep engaging in these acts just to make you feel better about your current situation. So once you first accept it, then now you get into a higher frequency of reason. Now you can say, okay, I accept that I'm in shit, I'm in BS. Now let's change it. Because self-awareness is the first step. Now, how do you change it? And how do you reverse this loop of being in a low frequency? You do it by acts of self-love. If you look at this frequency chart, love is a high frequency. What are acts of self-love? Self-investment, investing in yourself. So if in the past you just sat down, and that's why you feel guilty. If you notice, if you sleep during the day or if you just scroll on TikTok for like 3 hours, you feel guilty. God put these emotions on purpose. They are to show us that we are wasting our time, and He's given us an opportunity to make the most of our life, but we are pissing that opportunity away. And God instills the feeling of shame and guilt to those negative actions, right? And He put confidence on the other end of putting in work, working on yourself, doing the self-love activities that I told you guys about that just increase your frequency. This is why after a workout, you feel so good about yourself. You're at that peace emotion, you're at that peace frequency, you're at that love frequency, and you're closer to enlightenment. Every time you act, you do something that is positive, something that's building you, you get closer to enlightenment. And enlightenment is basically the God frequency. That's just basically the highest form of gratitude. It's taking what God has given you and making the most out of it. Like even here, while I'm making this video, I'm in enlightenment. I'm basically being the source of what I seek. I seek knowledge and wisdom, right? So I'm giving that off. That alone is just putting me closer to a higher frequency, because if you hate something, addressing it alone won't change it. You need to change that which you hate and be the change that you want to see. So I can't keep hating on you guys for not being consistent, for not working on your body goals. I need to now work on helping you guys change these negative aspects of your life so you can start improving yourself. Because if I keep hating, I'm going to be at a low frequency. So I just need to make sure that I stay in that high frequency of love, kindness, so that I can stay in that high and bring everyone else to that high frequency. Because people can feel it. Everyone can feel it. They're like, yo, what's so different about this person? I just stay in that high frequency. So I keep attracting everything that's high frequency. Let's raise the frequency. But you guys, I won't expect you guys to understand and fully grasp these concepts first time hearing about them, right? It also took me a serious while to refine them and implement them into my life. And it's a daily process. It's a combination of spirituality and science. It's self-education, and it's leg day, baby. Let's go.